Rattrap is one of my favorite characters from Beast Wars. He was fun whenever he was on screen, kind of an asshole, a little crude, and he liked explosives. And he also enjoyed laying charges to explode pretty much anytime he got the chance to. And of course, it was enjoyable watching his rivalry with Dinobot as the show progressed. It's a shame what happened later on in the show, though, not dropping any spoilers. Look at the figure here, I think it's pretty great. It's not a micro masterpiece, but it's close enough. Although, when you consider what shenanigans Takara is pulling with their masterpieces, this thing could very well be a contender for a micro masterpiece. It hits all the right notes, but it's just slightly off in some areas, but I don't think it's too terrible. Sadly though, the only accessory he came with is his gun, and you don't get to give him his charges like what came with the Thrilling 30 figure. Articulation-wise, he's super posable, which is kind of surprising, given how tiny he actually is, and most Legend Scales figures don't pose to this degree, and he just blows every single one of them out of the water. The only real thing that I would personally change is, maybe adding a wrist and a waist rotation. The wrist I can kind of understand, and the waist I feel like they really could have added one if they wanted to, but given the size and the price of this figure, I think we got pretty good posing out of him. Transformation isn't difficult by any means, but putting anything semi-complex in a figure this small can lead to it seeming difficult. Normally I don't have any issues with this guy, but filming it on camera, like most transformations on camera, is never fun. But it's not something I can fault the figure for, but, for those of you who want to start doing something like this, transforming a figure on camera is a lot more difficult than you think it is. Even if you're a master transforming the dang thing, it can still be tough on camera. The rat mode here, well, it's a rat, and it's adorable and cute. It doesn't look much like the show model, but it's another one of those where they prioritize the realistic beast mode, and one of those that kind of kneecap the look of it. I'm not asking for, a fat rat, but, if you see Rattrap in the original Beast Wars cartoon, he's a fairly larger rat. Even if he is the smallest Maximal, I don't think he was ever this tiny. Despite some of the complaints I just had with this figure, I still think it's super good for how small it is. I do think it's really impressive, and yes, I know about the Transform Element one. I considered picking that one up too to fill in because the Thrilling 31 is too big for scale, but then this released, and I've been super happy with it ever since. And you probably noticed this is the Netflix version, not the original. I just like the colors on this one better. It's just as good as the original, but again, colors for me are always important, and this guy gets a solid 9 out of 10. That's really all I have, so make sure you leave a like, comment down below, and if you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. And if you're so inclined, please follow my social media pages down below in the description. And with that, I hope you guys all have a fantastic day, week, month, life, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!